A single whispered confession could unravel everything. A marriage facade for freedom? A chilling revelation threatens to crash down. When the truth surfaces, will Damin Seo's world shatter? Yeon steps in and the gossip's electric. You know assistant manager Kim, the one on vacation? She came back looking totally different again. Yeon hears it, so what? Since it worked out, good for her. Perspective shifts. Watch this. Words slice through the conversation. I'm not really interested in being pretty. Yeon hang in the air about beauty's allure. The query hangs in the air. You're the vice president's secretary, aren't you? It paints an image of the vice president's ideal. A bombshell drops, knocking off balance. Seriously, who'd believe you work for him? They fill the room. Rain drizzles whispered secrets. Tension thickens. Each thunderous rumble mirrors the unsaid. Good question, she just disappeared. Absence hangs like a ghost. No clues, no signs, just that gnawing question. Dripping rain echoes their frustration. Each drop asks, how much worse today? A sigh of relief escapes. Her mom's breath a gentle breeze after the storm. Whew, she murmurs, the tension slipping away like melting ice. A young woman with golden eyes whispers, I almost got caught. Her words ripple, a haunting confession. Sarah's rhythmic hand pats echo in the tiled restroom, a steady drumbeat grounding her focus amidst the marble-patterned walls. Sarah, whispers the world beyond. Reflections on beauty echo softly. I'm pretty. But behind those words, you sense the weight of unspoken doubt lingering like a shadow in the sun. Her tall frame moves with grace, 5'7" of natural elegance. Each step is a whisper of notice, her presence casting long silhouettes in the glowing background. In an outdoor setting, a male figure reflects. To some, that probably sounds enviable. Yet, beneath the surface, the forest's mist conceals untold stories. If they went through what I did, would they still say that? The atmosphere is heavy like a storm waiting to break. Remembering strangers grabbing my wrist, she stands resilient. Like a tree weathering the storm. The dark space envelops her, but she remains unbowed. Pam's voice cuts through. If they went through what I did, would they still say that? Her past looms heavy, like a storm on the horizon. You can feel it. Stepping into shadow. I decided to hide myself. Clench echoes thunder. Tension is palpable. Seb breaks the tension with a clap. All right, back to work. They catch the movement like leaves rustling. And you know what? It's go time. I was just looking for you. Her words drop like a stone. Me? What for? She asks. Pam in a crisp suit exudes command. Her companion? A silent shadow, unreadable in the corridor. Pam senses the weight of unspoken words. Mr. Ann's silence is a thick fog filled with tension. Mr. Ann snaps the silence. Ms. Yu. Oh, that's a game changer, cutting through the room like a knife. Yu's shock is visceral. What? They flash, shifting the room. Let's live together, you and me. A young man declares, voice steady, cutting through the dim light like a knife. A neutral gaze. The young man clarifies, I'm suggesting we simply share living spaces. They swirl like a storm in her eyes. Rain taps lightly, the question hangs. Then why did you suddenly propose to me? Her voice trembles, demanding clarity. You're the most suitable, he states, his words sharp as his suit. She's puzzled, a shadow flickering in her mind. Ms. Yu's voice rises. What did you just say? Her shock is tangible, like a cold wave crashing on a rocky shore. The rooftop view enfolds them. Do you really think my face is suitable? Her voice trembles with a hint of vulnerability. In the bright interior, a decision is cast. So let's live together. It echoes like a promise in the vast glowing space. Yeon jolts at the call. Ms. Yu, silence, shattered. Feel that? A contract slides across the table. Stakes, sky high. You feel that tension? It's on. The marriage contract between I-Yeon Yu and they Ann is revealed. Here, take a look. The words slice through the air, sharp and unyielding. No wedding bells, just paperwork. 2 years of pretending. We've worked together, echoes in the sterile space. It's a pragmatic pact, stripped of romance. In a sunlit room, the plan unfolds, a marriage facade for freedom. We'll pretend to be bound, the idea dances like shadows, elusive yet tempting. Amid the silence, a realization dawns. I believe that's the kind of marriage we both want, fills the room, steady as a heartbeat. Goodbyes linger under a moonlit urban sky. Come on, stay, invites a voice, warm yet melancholy, like a soft breeze hinting at something deeper. A pat interrupts the night. Why do you keep trying to go home? The question cuts through the dark, revealing cracks in a once solid facade. I-Yeon Yu tries to flee. "Oh, you're flustered. That's not suspicious at all." A voice pushes her to disclose more. He's about to say something. He has been about to say something for 2 chapters now. As night descends, a figure announces, "Finally time to go home." The cityscape glimmers. "When you live in a penthouse," echoes a luxurious promise in motion. I-Yeon Yu revels in her life. "Contract marriages are the best. My mom isn't on my case anymore." They fill her heart, unburdened by expectations. In a sleek hallway, a figure welcomes another. "Welcome back, sir." The exchange is brief, yet layers of unspoken tales linger in the air. A call concludes with, "Yes, see you tomorrow." The mundane exchange carries a weight of routine, each word a cog in life's clockwork. In the building's shadows, a voice narrates, "I'm on the 2nd floor, and Mr. An is on the 1st. The distance is both measured and felt. Thanks to our living spaces, I hardly ever run into him." But shared spaces have a way of forcing fate's hand. Watch this face-to-face tension build. She dashes through corridors, a silent whisper. "Just thinking about it makes me nervous." Her true self must remain hidden from Mr. An. This panel is going to live rent-free in someone's recap. Author knew what they were doing. Pam's rare encounters with Mr. An keep tensions razor sharp. "If he does, everything will be ruined," echoes like a storm's warning. A bell chimes through the clouds, marking time's passage. Ding dong, bong. 4 months have woven change into the fabric of their lives. "The chairman is waiting for you both." The words slice like a gavel's verdict. Stepping in feels more like entering a lion's den. The door looms. Ding dong! They hang like fog. Their reunion is fraught with unspoken burdens, each step heavier than the last. "I'm a little nervous." The words tremble in the air. "It's not your first time." A reminder that stings as memories weigh down. "What's wrong? You're not coming in?" That question slices through the tension. Suddenly, nerves twist into something deeper, an unspoken worry that fills the space. Chaos erupts from a simple walk. A dog missteps, leaving they to scramble in the aftermath. She cleans, yet tension lingers, unresolved. "I said to come by 6. A fist slams down thunderclap, anger ripples, a force leaving no doubt of its impact. Yeon challenges with cutting precision. "A corporation is all about time management?" The accusation hangs in the air, cold and sharp, a draft that stings. Pam's apology lands softly. "I apologize." Yet the room feels heavier, like a storm cloud waiting to burst. This panel is going to live rent-free in someone's recap. Author knew what they were doing. Voice breaks. No, Mr. An." Yawn like that, her polished front shattersize beneath a heavy boot. Short ribs are prepared, echoing the unspoken warmth. Pam, without pretense, says, "Yes, sir," as the door creaks open. I-Yeon enters, carrying her burdens. "Wow, thank you so much," echoes, her craving a momentary escape from reality. Laughter, "Ha ha," cuts through the room like sunlight through clouds. Yet the awkward pause lingers quietly. When will we be hearing about grandchildren? The question slices through the comfort as eyes dart nervously. Pam insists, "We're doing our best." Yeon flush her cheeks, the weight of expectations pressing down like heavy fog. This panel is going to live rent-free in someone's recap. Author knew what they were doing. The elder's gaze pierces like a dagger. "But tell me, do the two of you truly love each other?" The room holds its breath, anticipation thick. "I hate liars more than anything," she declares. Her words stir a storm, unsettling the room's calm. Silence settles heavily, demanding truth. "You saw the damage one woman's lie did to our family." His words crash like thunder, shattering any hope for peace at the table. "You answer me," the elder demands, his voice slicing through the rain-soaked night. "Is there anything you're lying to me about?" "Grandfather I-Yeon isn't that kind of person." The defense is fervent, but a shadow of doubt lingers over the family. Surprise dances across her face. "Me?" echoes in the void, slicing through shadows. "I'd have to try it to know," bursts forth, a nervous confession in radiant light. Her thoughts cut through like a sharp blade. "Well, I have no choice." She steels herself, picturing the vice president. Silence weighs heavy, echoing her resolve. Confession hangs heavy. "To be honest," Pam's voice quivers, "I don't really know." You feel that raw edge where love's meaning just slips. Her voice softens with sincerity. It's hard to define love in words. The watercolor world around her breathes life into her feelings for Do-hyun. His words strike like lightning. However, that answer isn't enough. Yeon stands firm, but you can feel it unspoken judgment hanging heavy in the air. Remember, being a daughter-in-law of Woo-seung won't be easy. The elder's warning is a storm cloud casting shadows over her hopeful face. Tension crackles like electricity. "Call me chairman, how dare you!" His fury fills the room and her apology barely escapes. "What's wrong?" lingers in the air. Her legs tremble, betraying her as the hallway pulls her deeper into vulnerability. The chairman's eyes widen, caught off guard. She begins, then waves it off. "Never mind, go in and rest." Tension hangs thick as fog. Ms. Yu's day takes a nosedive, a dog-driven disaster demanding her focus. Flustered, she turns and a voice chimes. "You did a good job, Ms. Yu." Yet tension, it's here to stay. A question hangs in the air. "Mr. An." The pause is deafening. "Would you like to have dinner together?" She ventures, testing boundaries as shadows flicker across the scene. "There will be more situations like this," she observes. "That's just what I was thinking." Their shared understanding glows like sunlight breaking through clouds. Hesitation grips her. "Maybe that'd be nice," she suggests, only to retract. "Sorry, but we should stick to the contract." An icy edge cuts through their exchange, leaving a chill in the air. In the silent aftermath of praise, Ms. Yu thinks, "I knew it. I shouldn't have brought it up." Regret echoes softly in her mind like distant thunder. A clenched fist punctuates the scene. Clench! The tension is palpable as Coffee Alice's presence looms. The air thickens with unsaid words, each one hanging heavy. Ha-yeol nails it. "There will be more situations like this." Just then, a voice cuts through. "I-Yeon, over here!" Tension melts into warmth. Ha-yeol enters, asserting, "Sorry, but we should stick to the contract." I-Yeon nods, but the air is thick. This won't be easy. Ha-yeol advises, "I'll head in first. Get some rest." I-Yeon's face betrays her exhaustion. Sometimes silence is the balm needed. Yeon drops it. "There's no hiding things from you." The shadow of contract marriage exposure looms large, and you can feel it. Yeon tightens her grip on her shirt. Stare. Her eyes pierce the chairman. "After meeting him, I felt he'd catch on instantly." Oh, that's a tension you can't ignore. I-Yeon catches herself saying, "We also barely know each other." Ouch, that professional wall's not just a suggestion, it's a fortress. Pam's not budging an inch. Yul doesn't hold back. "Be more proactive." Slam, determination hits. If hesitation's a chain, I-Yeon needs to break free and dive in. Ha-yeol, with a playful edge, suggests, "Try seducing him." But I-Yeon knows the truth. It's tough without even a basic connection. I-Yeon admits, "Honestly, I'm starting to think it'd be better if this blew up quickly." Her frustration bubbles, seeking an end. I-Yeon confides in Ha-yeol, "It's not as simple as just keeping the contract." The chairman catches on fast, sharper than she expected. Apparent beams, tears streaming. "Bravo, my daughter!" Pride fills the room, love enveloping even the vice president title. Ha-yeol's words linger heavy in the air. How shocked would she be? The question echoes, a storm on the horizon. Her mom's words slice through the moment, an icy wind. When the truth comes out, your whole world will come crashing down. Silence settles, thick and heavy. I-Yeon braces herself, determination in her eyes. "Honestly, I'm starting to think it'd be better if this blew up quickly." The truth looms, unavoidable. A simple remark shifts power. "Figures, you're chairman material." The weight of those words lingers in the upscale office. A playful jab. "Are you husband material?" Sends a ripple of uncertainty like a sudden chill in the room. What are you trying to say? The accusation slices through the air, each word a sharp reminder of unspoken truths. He's about to say something. He has been about to say something for 2 chapters now. "You should be bending over and thanking me." The laughter echoes, a mocking reminder that debts remain unpaid. Huh? Never had a single meal together? The disbelief stings, revealing cracks in the facade of their sham marriage. A slam punctuates the room. Your indifference shows. The silence that follows cuts deep, leaving them both breathless. Contemplation weighs heavily. "Would you like to have dinner together?" They swirl, each one more turbulent than the last. He's about to say something. He has been about to say something for 2 chapters now. I was busy drawing lines. They seep in, a shadow creeping over choices made long ago. City night, a building glows against the dark. A persistent beep echoes, followed by a click, secrets whispering into the night. Mr. An's stern voice slices through the hallway. You're back late. Ms. Yu, caught off guard, stands frozen, surprise painting her expression. Ms. Yu defends, I had plans. Her retort hangs heavy in the air. Mr. An's gaze sharpens. Yeah, I see, he replies, unyielding. Pam's fury slices through the room, electric and fierce. Her companion, caught off guard, tightens his grip, bracing against the storm. Don't be intimidated, be proactive. Rings out, cutting through like a blade. Miss Yu flinches but recovers. R-M-R-N. Ms. Yu speaks with caution. I don't want to misunderstand. And her diplomatic words a shield against the misunderstanding lurking in Mr. An's gaze. She's reading the situation completely wrong. He won't correct her because that would be productive. Yes? Miss Yu's voice trembles slightly, surprise mirrored in her wide eyes. The man's reply, fine, is quick like a door shutting. Mr. An, trying to bridge the distance, suggests, dinner together, tomorrow? His attempt hangs in the air like an unsteady truce. Sarah's excitement bubbles, I'll finally eat with the VP. But uncertainty lingers, what does he even like to eat? Mr. An ventures, Mr. An together tomorrow? His attempt to bridge the gap is palpable, doubt lingers. Yeon, caught in her thoughts, jumps as they appear. Sujin, she yelps, her mind still on Mr. An's enigmatic nature. Anything Mr. An's elusive preference. Years working with him, yet he's a mystery. This dinner might uncover secrets. Jealousy is on the menu today, the script is going to use it. I-Yeon, startled, feels a chill at the thought of the heir future wife, the unknown looms. The conversation drifts to the heir-hidden past. Small talk turns heavy with, it's from a long time. Long ago, a tragic accident claimed Mr. An's mother. The road was dark, marked with loss. Rumors swirl another man was involved in the accident. Woo-sung kept it quiet, but whispers linger. And there's the jealousy flicker. Half a second on the face. The author wants us to catch it, we caught it. Chairman voices a bitter truth. If it were me, I'd be traumatized about women. The weight of past rumors settles heavily in the room. Ding echoes as Mr. An's phone lights up. Ms. Yu, you can come home, Mr. An. But is home where he wants to be? Click. A door opens as Mr. An returns. Mr. An, greets a voice resonating through the ornate corridor like a beacon of surprise. Surprise flickers across sharp features. Right on time, a cheerful voice calls from the kitchen, cutting through the room like sunlight piercing clouds. That's it. Her voice rings like a bell. We're learning about each other by talking. Feel that? It's not just words, it's warmth, threading through their hands, connecting them. Focus sharpens, that's it, with some alcohol. The anticipation of a deeper conversation with Mr. An simmers like a rising tide. The meal sparks unexpected admiration. Does it suit your taste? Asks the man in the crisp suit. Praise rains down like confetti. You cook better than our housekeeper. This is good, Ms. Yu. Concern lingers. What happened to your hand? Did you hurt yourself? The question cuts through casual chatter. Cheerful despite the sting, she replies, Oh, this? It's been a while. A mistake brushed off with confidence. I'll be fine with a little ointment, asserts the sharp-featured man. His words hover like a promise. I know you're trying hard, Ms. Yu. The room's silent. That question mark is loud, though. Pardon? They caught off guard. If we're going to keep this contract marriage up? It's more than just words. Wait for it. Laughter warms the air. For starters, my favorite food is army stew. It's a revelation met with surprise. That's surprising. I thought you'd like fancy stuff. Clink. Glasses make their mark. I didn't think you'd drink. Her voice cuts through, a sip defying expectations. That's prejudice too. Oh, that's a twist. Her smile falters just slightly. Curiosity slices through the veneer of politeness. I've always wondered. The question is laid bare. Why do you wear clothes that don't fit you? It hangs in the air, echoing like a challenge, daring a response. A jolt of surprise disrupts the dinner's calm. The room's elegance fades as shock grips the guests. Huh? The exclamation shatters the moment like glass. You're different from the other female employees, he declares, voice slicing through the air. It's almost like you're trying to hide something. Her breath hitches, fear flickering in her eyes. The accusation lingers, a challenge wrapped in suspicion. Her fingers tremble, fidget betraying unease. "Because I hate it," she confesses, struggling against the weight of his gaze that pierces like icy shards. "You mean you're shy about being seen?" He probes, his tone sharp. "No, it's not like that," she retorts, the words a defiant gust against his assumption. Concern shadows her face, freckles like constellations of worry. "I-Yeon!" A voice calls from the thorn-etched shadows, pulling her attention into a tense, waiting silence. "You're even more beautiful today," he admits, words as tender as moonlight. "To be honest, I fell for you at first sight." The air thickens with unspoken feelings. A small gesture, a small space, a whole lot of weight on it. His compliment, "You steal men's hearts," echoes, vulnerability glinting like a blade. An unspoken tension trembles, casting shadows deep as crimson velvet. Whoosh, a glass lifts, cutting through the tense air. Glug, glug, the wine flows, a liquid escape from the room's heavy, charged atmosphere. "Everyone's got a past they'd rather not talk about, right?" Her question lands like a thunderclap, shaking the room's fragile silence into reflective stillness. She veers from the script, questioning, "Everyone's got a past they'd rather not talk about, right?" It resonates, heavy as a storm cloud. Ms. Yu's voice cuts through. "I don't know what you're hiding from me." The room feels charged like distant thunder. Crack! Her resolve wavers. "But regardless, I'm your husband on paper." They eye flinch, surprise flashing like lightning. "Oh, that's a game changer. Watch this. Whenever you're ready, you can tell me if you want to." They drop the line like a lifeline, bridging the chasm between them. "I don't know. Is it really necessary to share every tiny detail?" Her words, like a whispered plea, echo in the room. Both of them are very quiet. Both of them are very awake. This is the kind of silence that means something. "But looking at you from up close, did you always have so few freckles?" Her observation lands like a soft thud on the floor, a moment hanging between them. She stammers, "Never mind, sorry, that was rude of me." You can feel the tension rise, self-consciousness steaming off they like a kettle ready to burst. His eyes flicker, caught off guard. It feels like they just vanished. Her mind's a whirlwind, they sense every near miss, the vulnerability almost tangible. "I am going to use the restroom really quick." A dizzy figure stumbles away, confusion swirling like a storm in the air. "Ms. Yu!" echoes urgently through the room. A militiaman's neutral gaze suggests the wine might be the culprit. A hand grips fabric tightly, almost as if holding on to the last shred of calm. Silence fills the glowing space. "You said you could drink, you scared me." Her voice cracks like thunder, revealing a storm of concern. "UH-oaked." Pam's makeup's a smudged portrait of panic. She's stuck, body locked in the spotlight's glare. The tension tightens with each heartbeat. "Ms. Yu!" she calls, flinching as laughter ripples through the air. Her embarrassment cuts like an icy wind. "Oh dear." The moment hangs heavy. Ms. Yu stands at its core, tension rising like a tide. Don't blink. Author put effort into this one frame. You'll want to remember it. A door creaks open. "I should move her to the guest room downstairs." A thought punctuated by the soft rustle of fabric. A decision lingers, move her to the guest room. Goodness, they catch attention. But her freckles. I'm certain. They're fewer than usual. They shift in the air. Footsteps thunder, clutching hands. "Reach!" They burst outwards, thud echoes. Her mom stands like a rock while fear carves into her eyes. Watch this, it's not over yet. Laughter erupts suddenly, echoing through the room. "Ha ha!" The unexpected sound slices through the tension, leaving a lightness, a momentary escape from the weight. A young woman, glasses slightly askew, breaks the silence. Mr. An, did something happen yesterday?" Her confusion lingers in the office air. Mr. An's casual tone cuts through. "You were too drunk, so I moved you to the first-floor guest room." A subtle ripple of tension follows, settling between them. "Hold up, did just connected the dots. I see." And the office? It's a cavern of tension now. This panel's not just a moment, it's a seismic shift. Watch what follows. The stakes tighten around Yeon's heart as if they're drawing a line she must not cross. "I'm too close." She's about to learn something she can't unlearn. A sleepy murmur escapes her lips. "ERM. The air thickens with an awkward tension. A thump of awareness pulses between them. Her mind races. Why did I do that? A fleeting shadow of vulnerability catches a watchful eye in the dim room, like a whispered secret that thins the air. Her voice, sleepy but sharp, cuts through. "Was it because of the alcohol?" Silence. It stretches, wrapping the room in tension like a drawn bowstring. In the quiet, a question lingers. Did I want to see her face a little longer? The night sky holds the answer, stars winking knowingly. A soft click echoes as the door near the they sign unlocks, revealing a young woman in a brown blazer, focused and ready. In the corporate lobby, a woman in pink and gray stands poised, holding a folder. The air feels charged with unspoken words. Wear this same suit yesterday? The accusation slices through the tension, sharp and awkward. Eyes dart around, searching for a way out of them, unexpected jab. Awkward, right? That was beige. Today I'm wearing medium brown. A stifled laugh escapes her lips. Her bright eyes twinkle like stars on a clear night. Same dad-style suits every day. A playful jab. Why ask when you're already prepared to move forward? She shifts focus, ready to report to Mr. An, her determination sharp as a blade. Yeonjong bursts into the air room. Mr. An, it's me, Yeonjong! Her voice is a brisk wind, invigorating, alive with energy, like the first sip of morning coffee that jolts you awake. She notices the detail immediately. A Prussian blue tie today? Ms. Pam rolls her eyes, grumbling internally. Her voice. It's like nails on a chalkboard, especially with Mr. An around. Only in front of Mr. An? She wonders, feeling the tension rise. Awkward doesn't even begin to cover it. The temperature in this scene just dropped 2 degrees. Nobody said anything. Author is having fun. Outside a tall building looms against the night. Inside, a man in a navy suit asks, Ms. Yu, have you had dinner? A young man in a suit lifts a jacket, his focus razor sharp. Ms. Yu, your jacket's here, echoes through the modern building staircase. In the atrium, a man in a navy suit holds a beige jacket. Silence stretches, the space dimly lit, shadows pooling like liquid in the corners. A man with sharp features declares, I'm heading up. Her step on the staircase resonates with determination, the purple walls seeming to pulse with his resolve like a heartbeat determined never to falter. In the lobby, a man in a dark suit wonders, the light's off too. Did she go out again? The night outside cloaks the building in a shroud of mystery. Heading up, a young man's expression falters for just a moment. That slight hesitation ripples through the tranquil waters, hinting at uncertainty beneath the surface. A plush lavender elephant prompts an unexpected thought. An elephant? It stands out, completely out of place on the room's patterned floor, capturing attention like a sudden gust. A tall man in a navy suit, visibly exhausted, enters with a jacket. His puzzled expression scans the room, a silent query hanging in the air like an unfinished sentence. Flash! The room bursts into life. A smartphone captures the scene, its beam slicing through the dimness, leaving her caught off guard, unprepared for the moment. In a dimly lit room, a man studies photos intently. A toy elephant becomes his singular focus. A blinding flash fills the room, a spotlight in a dim setting. The change is electric, and you can feel it. Sarah, towel perched precariously, stands awkwardly. The tension hangs in the air, thick as fog. A scream shatters the calm. Panic grips them like a storm tearing through silence. Oh, the room erupts in frantic motion like a gust scattering fallen leaves. Mr. An's words cut through the chaos. Don't worry, I don't care about your lack of clothes, he states bluntly, and the silence that follows stretches like a too-tight sweater, uncomfortable and constraining. Surprise dances in the air. Ms. Yu jumps back in, teasing, Yeah, here I thought you had some strange hobby. Oh, that's a playful jab. Mr. An concedes, You're right. Sorry, Ms. Yu. They creep in, like shadows in low light. I almost showed him my true appearance, Ms. Yu whispers, her voice a tremor in the dim room. Mr. An, always cautious, keeps his distance, yet his unexpected climb to the second floor unsettles her. A soft swish accompanies his retreat, echoing over the polished tiles like a breeze through silk. Ms. Yu feels a chill of surprise as Mr. An's presence looms. Her discomfort is palpable, the tension cutting the air like an icy blade. Surprise hits like a plot twist. I didn't expect to see you two here. In the warm-lit restaurant, curious glances flicker and unexpected encounters unfold. Ms. Kang greets warmly, Guess we all have the same taste. We come here often too. Her words weave a connection, pulling the diners into a shared moment. Whispers ripple. Of all people, why did we have to run into Ms. Kang here? Shadows stretch over the cafe's bright interior. Hold up. The author crafted this frame with intent. You'll want to remember it. Jong's smirk is just the start. Then the jab lands. Check it out. Ms. Yu's wearing that funny suit again. And the tension? It's ice cold now. Cutting remarks fly. I thought she was a clown when I first saw her, one says. That's what I mean, like a sausage. The air grows heavy with judgment, pressing down like a weight. Pam's fist hits the table with a resounding slam. Those jerks! They've crossed the line! Her anger slices through the cafeteria's chatter, sharp and fierce. Soojin's frustration boils over. What do you mean you're fine, I-Yeon? Her anger clashes with surprising calm, a storm meeting still waters. Stand firm, her voice steady. Because disguising myself like this was my own choice. Her resolve glows like a beacon, unwavering amid the swirling negativity. I-Yeon shrugs, cool as ever. Honestly, ignoring them is better for my peace of mind. She chooses serenity over chaos, floating above the petty drama. She glares at her companion, frustration bubbling. You're unbelievable. It ripples beneath the surface, barely restrained, like thunderclouds holding back a storm. Sarah muses, if a gorgeous, perfectly maintained actress keeps chasing him, and the weight of her words lingers, heavy as a summer's humidity. Speculation swirls. Up marrying the vice president, don't you think? The whisper pricks at her thoughts, sharp and probing in the crowded room. To be on his level. A small gesture, a small space, a whole lot of weight on it. Silence falls, a thick blanket smothering the room. No words are needed, everything is crystal clear in that vacant pause. The photographer praises her, beautiful. His lens captures her essence, reflecting pure light, while observers nod, their agreement unspoken yet palpable. He grins wide, you're glowing. Your feminine vibe fits the concept perfectly. And just like that, her cheeks bloom, warmth spreading like sunshine cutting through clouds. Gotcha, I'll see you later, he adds with a playful wink, leaving her flustered. Praise zips through the air like a live wire. Good job, Hui-ra, your expressions were spot on. Oh, you can feel it. The confidence surges, ready to take the spotlight. Look at that micro-expression. He noticed, she noticed. She noticed, he noticed. Beautiful work. Outside, her mom chimes in with, you're glowing. They like that. They caught between pride and embarrassment. Her cheeks are definitely heating up. You couldn't wait a bit more? She yells, exasperated. The young manager stands, a wall against her frustration, unyielding. You should understand, she insists, exhaustion weighing her down. Frustration erupts. I miss him so much I could die, she cries, her voice a sharp edge in the room. Ah, this is driving me nuts. The chaos seems to rise like a tangible force. Hey, quiet down, someone cautions, tension crackling. When I call, he picks up maybe once out of 10 times. Her voice is resigned. If I don't go see him, I'm lost, she admits, anger simmering beneath. Determined, she declares, he can push me away all he wants, I'll chase him to the ends of the earth. Her resolve crackles through the air, electric and unyielding. The office shelves reveal personal touches, books and a stuffed elephant. A hint of warmth lingers in the sterile corporate setting. This panel is going to live rent-free in someone's recap. Author knew what they were doing. A quiet chuckle escapes him. PFT, a sound of amusement in the otherwise formal office. His expression softens, the tension slipping away, if only for a moment. If you want a joyful dinner, go to J Hotel's restaurant, she suggests with a knowing smile, as if sharing a little secret that sparkles between them. A laugh escapes, more in what remains unsaid. Yes, sir. A beep punctuates the air, crisp and sharp, signaling something just shifted. You called for me? Hotel curiosity hooks her in. Oh, it's nothing important, comes the evasive reply. But you can feel it, expectation hangs in the air, daring anyone to break it. Come in for a sec, Ms. Yu. Hui and unyielding, the request slices through like a blade. As usual, I'll reserve a private room. Clarity delivered in a heartbeat, no hesitation. Book it under your name. The command hangs heavy, gravity pulling at the decision. Yes, sir. They come swiftly like a breeze through open shutters. Is it for Hui-ra? The question is a spotlight, shining bright and unyielding. Yes, do you have time this evening? An invitation extended, waiting. In the office lobby, curiosity dances through the air. Ms. Yu, you're leaving work now. Did something good happen? Someone calls out. Anticipation lingers, settling like a shadow. A playful inquiry hangs in the air. Are you going to meet your boyfriend? The question slices through the room. What? No, not at all, comes the startled reply, eyes wide. Ms. Yu tries to dissolve the tension with her words, but it's not working. He is a man, but he's not my boyfriend. And it's definitely not a date. Stakes? Real. Goodbyes echo softly in the atrium. Have fun and see you tomorrow. But wait, they? Yeah, see you tomorrow. And the lie holds. Both are and have are awake to this silence as wait. Stakes? Real. Stakes? Reflecting, Ms. Yu muses, a date? As if we said we'd have dinner together to learn more about each other. Her thoughts twist like a vine, curling around what could be. But now I'm thinking it's risky, Ms. Yu blurts internally. Silence stretches, her mind racing like a runaway train on a track without end. It'll be fine if we just exchange information back and forth. A flimsy reassurance echoes in her thoughts. A step forward, curiosity piqued. The young woman with flushed cheeks holds her breath, her companion's interest evident. Soft light envelops the scene, wrapping them in a gentle embrace. Pam strides in, cutting through pleasantries with precision. Sorry I'm late, Director Jang called. A creak punctuates the room, drawing attention. No, I just got here too. You must be hungry, you should have ordered first. A dining table laden with dishes, she probes. What do you know about me, outside of work? Her words hang in the air, a challenge lingering between them. Both of them are pretending this is a normal interaction. Spoiler, it isn't. Let's see, he begins, listing her quirks with precision. You like army stew, and you don't talk much, you're pretty dry. Partner fact slices through the quiet, leaving her to ponder. He stumbles, misjudging her interests. You're into elephants? The misunderstanding flinches like a raw nerve, leaving a tense silence that lingers between them. I told you that was a misunderstanding, she finally replies, breaking the heavy quiet. With a laugh, he throws it back. Then what about you? Partner eye widen, surprise flickering across her face like a spark. She suggests, you can just say you don't know. The words hang in the air, pressing down on them like an uninvited guest. He admits, yeah, to be honest. The confession ripples through the room, a soft swallow punctuating the air. Nothing's coming to mind, he concedes, and the weight of it settles. As she shares her family history, her voice carries the warmth of nostalgia. My father always came home late because of work. The moment softens, inviting a deeper connection. Her words hang in the air, a silent pause stretching between them like a dark void. The unspoken tension lingers, heavy and unresolved. A boy beams, showing off his drawing. Mommy, look at this! His enthusiasm brightens the room, a warm spot in the evening's gentle shadows. Her mom's voice flows like a calm river. This is you, and this is… good job. But then a twist. Do-hyun, Mommy has plans tonight. What could it mean? Have dinner with the housekeeper, okay? She instructs, a gentle pat on his shoulder, a soft echo in the room's stillness. A tense pause hangs as the child's voice softens. Mommy! Then urgency rises. Mommy! They expand in the vast, starry void. In the abstract darkness, something stirs. Speed lines cut through the void, anticipation builds like a distant rolling thunder. In the quiet, a knife slices through steak. She was busy too. The words fall, sharp and final, into the dim dining space. Even though he doesn't say it, I can feel it, she senses. Mr. An's presence looms, a silent gravity pulling at unseen threads, like the way a closed door holds the weight of unspoken words. Mr. An's hands tell a different story, scars mapping a past only he knows. Outwardly flawless, yet shadows linger inside, refusing to let go. Watch this unfold. Both of them are very quiet. Both of them are very awake. This is the kind of silence that means something. Even the most composed bear scars, casting a fragile aura around the young man. His vulnerability echoes softly off the upscale dining room's glass walls. A glass offered, as if mere wine could wash away hidden burdens. Swish liquid swirls like secrets in the air. Would you like a glass? Echoes softly. But don't overdo it like last time. This isn't home. Pour the wine flows, a liquid reminder of past excesses and whispered judgments lingering in the air. Of course not. Never again, comes the fervent reply, a promise as it mingles with the scent of the wine. Unless she's super loaded, a voice teases, cutting through the restaurant's hum. Ha! The absurdity of wealth wrapped in laughter hangs between them. Ms. Yu catches whispers. Are those people talking about us? She asks, the words slicing through the ambiance like a sharp blade, drawing eyes. Well, I suppose to outsiders, she muses, contemplating the situation further. Don't let that nonsense get to you, Ms. Yu fires back, her tone firm. Forget appearances. This proposal? It's about grit and that unbreakable bond. Pam feels it deep down. She's rehearsing the sentence in her head. The sentence is 6 words long. The rehearsal will take 3 pages. Does that mean it doesn't matter to you what I looked like? The question lingers, probing depths like a key testing the fit of an unseen lock. Thank you for the meal, sir, her mother says, the words falling like cold rain, chilling the car's interior as they drive into the night. Her mom lands a soft blow. Yes, I saw you really enjoyed it. Jab. Pam's flustered, her confession spills out. Honestly, I ate so much that my stomach's sticking out. That cloak of embarrassment settles around her, heavy and warm. Screech! That heart-stopping moment. Eating a lot if it's delicious. And then everything tilts. Ah, sorry, a cat just darted across the road? They shock? Electric flipping the energy in the car. Are you two okay? The driver's voice cuts through the tension, concern like a warm beacon. Yes, she starts, caught off guard. Confusion paints her features, a question mark in her eyes. Pant. Every breath struggles under an unseen weight. Pam's surprise hits hard, echoing in the car. What? She stammers, confusion rippling out. Huh? Echoes back, stirring the air. What the heck? The exclamation bursts like a firework, illuminating the tension. It's a raw, unfiltered reaction, leaving them both breathless, eager for what's next. The vehicle's interior throbs with tension. Sorry, he says, a quick snatch interrupting the moment. Her cheeks flush, embarrassment swirling like heat haze. Another area? The question hangs in the air, surprise etched across their faces. A dark urban landscape flashes by, a city alive with secrets. I-Yeon grumbles, never mind, followed by a sharp ahem. And here's where it gets awkward. Jong's eyes widen in surprise. Don't blink what's about to unfold. Jong's words tumble like stones. It's nothing, forget about it. But the cityscape? It knows better, like a patient witness holding its breath. And this silence? It's about to break. Answer the phone, professional and calm. Yes, this is I-Yeon at the secretary office. Ms. Hui-ra, they name lingers, sparking curiosity. Ding. Click. Her heels announce her presence, each step purposeful as she glides across the marble floors. At they, anticipation lingers as a blonde woman approaches. The receptionist's surprise reflects the bustling lobby's heartbeat. Adjusting her denim jacket, they reveal a floral skirt beneath. It's been a while, Ms. Yu, she says, the soft tones blending with the floral backdrop. Jong stands firm, declaring, I came to see Do-hyun. He's inside, right? Her resolve fills the air like a storm brewing. I don't need his permission to go in. We're closer than that, she asserts, her voice slicing through the tension. Don't blink. Author put effort into this one frame. You'll want to remember it. With a hesitant but, the young woman falters, but determination fuels they stride as she heads toward them domain. I'm here! I'm coming in! Click. Glasses clad, they freeze, caught in the moment. Silence, thick as tension, snaps with that shift. Everything feels different now. The call to them reverberate like a sudden gust. I'll call you back, he mutters, the beep sealing their exchange. Haira, her voice trembles with hurt. Do-hyun, that's mean. You'll hurt my feelings if you talk like that. Her plea lingers, casting a shadow. Jong's accusation cuts through like lightning. You didn't even deny it. Do you really have someone else? Whoosh follows, echoing her urgency, like a door slamming shut on lingering hopes. Disbelief coats they word, do you? Hyun swirl like fog, obscuring clarity as they loom, a specter of uncertainty. He's pretending he's fine. He is not fine. We get to enjoy the difference. A young woman with wavy brown hair fixates on a couple across the room. Her gaze makes the air prickly with awkward tension, lingering just a moment too long. With a swift swipe on glass, a card triggers a crisp swish. The action slices through the room, leaving someone visibly startled, heart racing. You know I only have you, they admit, voice heavy like falling rain. Yet the confession lingers, unable to ease her doubts. You can't do this every time, she responds, the edge in her voice cutting through the moment. Hui-ra Jong. The name hangs heavy, like a storm cloud refusing to break. Jong's revelation cuts deeper, the silence amplifying the weight of it all. I didn't have anything to lose, she recalls, rooftop wind whipping her hair. Her mom's absence lingers, a heavy weight. Despair creeps in like a shadowy mist, whispering secrets. Closer than usual, it settles between them like an unspoken confession. The narrator notices, the characters definitely notice, nobody is moving. What are you doing there? The question pierces the dusk, sharp as a knife's edge. A glance back where their unsaid words hang like unfinished paintings. A rooftop memory lingers, silence louder than words. I asked what you're doing there, breaks the quiet, echoing like distant thunder. That's what pulled me back. Your words. Echo in the void, a beacon through the dark. You saved me, Do-hyun. Do-hyun's voice reverberates. Do you know what you mean to me? The room feels like a storm's eye, calm yet charged with tension. Hi, her voice quivers. Next week is that day, isn't it? Her words linger, heavy as a storm cloud. Going to take me too? The question cuts through the room, leaving a silence that echoes like a canyon, lingering like a scent that refuses to fade. A single word no drops like a stone. The air thickens, each breath feels more deliberate. If that's how you feel, she whispers, her voice a shadow of hesitation. The room's light dims, mirroring her uncertainty. If that's how you feel, he echoes, the repetition adding weight to the silence. Both of them are very quiet. Both of them are very awake. This is the kind of silence that means something. Pick up when I call, okay? Her voice slices through the air, unyielding and clear. Then there's that click, severing the moment. Footsteps trudge through the corridor, a rhythm of reluctance. Are you leaving now? Hangs heavy, a question that lingers. A flinch ripples through the space as words strike hard. You know those stories about pretty secretaries, someone remarks with a hint of accusation. Ms. Yu, echoes, urgency woven with unspoken tension. Ms. Yu's confusion hangs in the air like a storm cloud. Is that supposed to be an insult or a compliment? An accusation erupts. Does Do-hyun have another woman? I don't know. I'm not sure. The flinch reverberates, and there's the jealousy flicker. Half a second on the face, the author wants us to catch it. We caught it. In a desperate plea, a voice trembles. Okay, please, Ms. Yu. They creep over the room, leaving an unsettling silence. Stakes rise with the question, does Do-hyun have another woman? Ms. Yu's shock is palpable. A calendar date circled yearly hints at something deeper. Begging isn't usual for him, but please, Ms. Yu, rings out heavy as a lead weight. His desperation hangs in the air, raw and uncharacteristic. Miss Yu quietly wonders when Mr. An's mother passed away, and a colleague mentions it was sometime in the summer. The question lingers, could today be the anniversary? Do-hyun hesitates, asking herself whether she's already crossing a line she shouldn't. That kind of self-doubt is hard to push past. The unease settles in before anyone says another word. Something about today already feels heavier than usual. A faint creak breaks the quiet, and someone stirs. Whatever is behind that door carries weight. A voice calls out, Mom, and the raw need in that single word says everything. A sudden bright flash cuts through the moment, jolting everything into sharp focus. A phone rings insistently, refusing to be ignored. Someone on the other end isn't letting this go. Miss Yu pieces it together. Today is the anniversary of Mr. An's mother's passing. That realization lands quietly but heavily. The alarm confirms it. Monday, July 11th, marked simply as anniversary. The words, it's that day, need no further explanation. Ms. Yu spots Mr. An and calls out to him before he can slip away. He turns, clearly not expecting to see her there. She says it plainly, take me too, and the directness of it stops him cold. He pushes back immediately, asking where exactly she thinks he's going. The temperature between them drops fast. She tells him she saw his calendar and guessed. His stunned silence says he never expected anyone to notice. He cuts straight to it. So you know you're overstepping. The line lands exactly as hard as it was meant to. Ms. Yu shifts her approach, pointing out that if the chairman found out, he'd grow suspicious. It's a calculated move. She presses the point a wife who didn't visit her mother-in-law on the Memorial Day would raise serious questions. That's the trap, and he knows it. The logic is hard to argue with, and the silence that follows says, Mr. An knows she's right. He would definitely find it strange. Mr. An ends the debate simply. I'm leaving now, are you ready? Miss Yu answers immediately with an eager yes. Rain begins to fall as they set out, and the mood between them has already shifted. Something about this trip is going to change things. A car moves through the rain toward the columbarium, and the quiet inside feels loaded with everything left unsaid. Inside the car, a soft rustling breaks the silence as Miss Yu adjusts her things, both of them staring ahead. The tension holds as they ride in near silence, each keeping their composure but only just. Miss Yu takes in the private space reserved for the Woo-sung family and can't hide her surprise. She had no idea a place like this existed inside a columbarium. They move through the space carefully, the quiet pressing down on both of them. It won't stay this calm for long. Ms. Yu looks at the memorial portrait and says softly that his mother looks a lot like him. It's a gentle observation, but the wrong one. He shuts it down immediately. Don't ever say that again. The sharpness in his voice makes the air feel heavier. Mr. An speaks plainly about his mother. She lived recklessly, left nothing but misery, and he has carried that weight since childhood. He goes further. He hates himself enough for being her child. Hearing that, Ms. Yu doesn't have an easy response. He tells her she doesn't need to carry that burden just because she's the daughter-in-law of the Woo-sung family. It's blunt, but it comes from somewhere real. In her own head, she admits he's right. She knows she can't speak to something he hasn't even been able to accept himself. Still, she holds her ground quietly and decides to follow through with what she planned. She didn't come here to back down. Mr. An moves to wrap things up. They said their hellos, so it's time to go. But Ms. Yu isn't done yet. She produces a carefully arranged bouquet of specially treated fresh flowers. She wasn't about to show up to this first meeting empty-handed. He's unmoved. He has no intention of giving that woman flowers, but since they came from Ms. Yu, he accepts them on her behalf. Miss Yu thanks him sincerely for letting her come along today. It's warm and genuine, and it clearly catches him off guard. Then, almost quietly, he tells her she looks nice today. It's unprompted, and neither of them quite knows what to do with it. A sudden, loud bang shatters the moment and makes them both jump. Whatever just passed between them gets swallowed up by the shock, but it was already felt. A subtle shift hangs in the air like a shadow creeping into the room. The setting, modern, sleek, yet suddenly charged with unspoken tension. Miss Yu halts the moment with a commanding presence. "Ms. Yu!" echoes, pausing everything. Her question hangs like a spotlight, waiting for a response. Young waits, watching Sin struggle. That silence? A weight on the tongue. And when he finally speaks, it changes everything. A heartfelt thank you. But beneath it, a gratitude that runs deep. And it gets worse. Does it truly resonate? "For coming with me," she quietly admits. Her voice a soft breeze against the backdrop of anticipation. Will her gratitude be acknowledged? "Then I'll really get going," she declares. Nerves jitter through a slight tremor in her limbs, a vulnerability catching in the sunlight. You can feel the tension building. Tomorrow. Pam's resolve is a lightning strike through tranquility, shattering calm like glass. Now it's all urgency and wide-eyed shock. Her thoughts colliding like frantic birds in a storm. Water tumbles down, shuia, filling the room with calm. But beneath, oh, you can feel it, something's stirring, and they got a part to play. Steam swirls like a gentle fog around the young man as he showers, oblivious to the storm brewing outside. "Thank you again for letting me come along today," she beams, her smile alight in the swirling dark atmosphere. "So I couldn't just come in anything," she states, the words hanging heavy as rain cascades like an emotional torrent. "Wake up, Do-Hyun An." The shout slices through the damp air, sharp and jarring like a sudden crack in fragile glass. The urgency is palpable, as if the world itself demands, "Wake up, Do-Hyun An." Do-Hyun! Raindrops dance, weaving blue and white across the scene. Pam feels a moment of pure connection. Wait, it's like magic. The buzz of the coffee machine fills the break room, an awkward symphony that interrupts soft thoughts. Ha-Yul's unexpected message. "I-Yeon, I'm at the cafe in front of your company." Yul stirred just beneath the surface. The facade of them, they stand warm and inviting, a beacon under the blue sky. "Over here," a voice calls, bright and welcoming. Bravo slides into the conversation, questioning abruptly, "What's up all of a sudden?" Sensing a hidden tension. "Sorry, are you busy?" The temperature in this scene just dropped 2 degrees. Nobody said anything. Author is having fun. Ha-Yul unleashes her frustration. "I hate that I'm a daughter of the Yong Sin family." Her resentment cuts through the room like a blade, leaving silence in its wake. Ha-Yul's world shatters as she learns the truth. Her fatherless childhood masked a deeper secret after her mother's tragic death. The revelation hits like a tidal wave. Her father, a vice chairman, thrusts Ha-Yul into an executive role at They Holding. Labeled illegitimate, Ha-Yul feels the sting deep inside. Whispers of scandal swirl, threatening to pull her into the shadows of a cover-up. This panel is going to live rent-free in someone's recap. Author knew what they were doing. Confusion erupts. What? Use you? How? The tension hangs thick like a storm cloud refusing to break, and Ha-Yul insists, "They'll run headlines about me first." Desperation seeps in as she whispers, "Can you save me as my best friend?" They freeze. The question lands heavy. How can I save you? Watch this unfold. Amidst uncertainty, one laments, "I have no allies there." The fear of humiliation looms, dark and suffocating like a storm cloud. "Just stand there beside me," she insists, her voice slicing through the bright sparkles like a beacon. "Just stand there beside me." The repetition underscores her urgency. "Please," her plea lingers in the air, desperate. "Just 3 hours. Please." Her voice trembles, seeking truth beneath the guise. "And not in this look, your true appearance." The request feels risky, charged with uncertainty. "No one will know, I swear. So you're in, right?" Her words echo, seeking assurance. The atmosphere shifts, shadows creeping over a once bright path. A suited figure bursts in, eyes locking with them. "You!" The moment feels electric, the air buzzing like a live wire. Brace for chaos. Mr. An tries to play it cool. "I came to the cafe to buy coffee, what else?" His casual facade is thin, a mask ready to slip. "Oh, right, I see." The words land with the weight of understanding. Silence stretches deeper than any reply could reach. "Is there something on my face?" he asks, his voice slicing through the lingering tension like a blade. "No, but who's this?" They flicker in her gaze. He's about to say something. He has been about to say something for 2 chapters now. Ha-Yul steps forward, a confident light in her eyes. "Hello, I'm Ha-Yul Lim." The introduction creates ripples, a connection solidifying in the air. Ha-Yul asserts, "Hello, I'm Ha-Yul Lim," and the silence holds like a full cup, ready to spill over as I stand, a silent observer feeling the weight of the moment. Pam reveals, "Ha-Yul is my closest friend." The stakes escalate instantly. Her words cut through, electrifying the atmosphere around them. Her mom blurts, "Oh, sorry." An awkward pause follows, and despite the interruption, layers of unspoken truths linger just beneath the surface. The mom's apology, "Oh, sorry," creates an uneasy ripple. But beneath this simple apology, something more lurks in the shadows. "She got married to be treated like this?" "Ms. Yu." A crisp command echoes, and Ms. Yu promptly replies, "Yes, sir." The room settles with a faint beep, a distant echo lingering in the air. A young man announces his tight schedule. "I have a vendor-related gathering," he explains. "Don't stay too long yourself," a woman advises, her concern brushing past like a gentle breeze. "Don't stay too long yourself. Head home when you can," she repeats, emphasizing her care for his well-being. Sarah nods, carrying the weight of her simple "understood." But wait, that realization? Then I should hurry, too. Stakes, real. This panel's destined for the Recap Hall of Fame. Don't blink. Pam's skepticism bites hard. "You can't seriously be comparing this to something you do at home," she retorts. The lie holds, like a whispered secret fluttering unnaturally in the open air. Watch where this lands. "Hello, I'm Director I-Yeon Yu," she introduces, confidence draping over her like a comfortable coat. She adds casually, "I wear a wig due to personal circumstances," unveiling a hidden layer that softens the room's tension. Ha-Yul barely whispers, "And could you erase my makeup too?" They seem to hold its breath like someone's hit pause on reality. A sudden reverberates, cutting through the air. Faces shift, surprise cracking their composure as sound ripples like a stone in a pond. Jealousy is on the menu today. The script is going to use it. I-Yeon, her voice rings clear. "Long time no see, friend." "Yeah, this is the I-Yeon Yu I know," someone remarks as the past reshapes itself. Like a familiar scent that wraps around memories, a nostalgic clasp that bridges time effortlessly. I-Yeon stands amidst the crowd, the air thick with anticipation. It's more than a red carpet, it's a stage set for drama. Sarah absorbs the opulence, gauging her place in this whirlwind. The glamour, the guests, each a piece of the puzzle she longs to fit into. Socialites gather around decadent desserts, the air humming with expectation. "There are so many foreigners," whispers a voice, awe threading each word. Closer than usual, the narrator notices. Guests definitely notice nobody is moving. The atmosphere feels otherworldly, an echo of dreams. It feels like another world, someone voices as reality blurs with fantasy. Sarah's partner captures the moment perfectly. They being by her side speaks volumes. Yet her eyes wander, noting, "There are so many foreigners." He reassures her, "Don't worry, I'll stick right by you." Click, cameras snap away, faces are a dance of whispers and glances. Pam stands at the center where loyalty shifts like sand. Watch this, trust is up for grabs. A question slices through the air. "But Ha-Yul, how come you keep looking around?" Her gaze darts, searching amid the opulent chaos. "Are you looking for someone?" "Found him." Her eyes light up, a beacon amidst the crowd. Relief washes over her like a warm breeze. Ha-Yul shouts, "I-Yeon, come here!" Yeon dashed through a sunlit space, urgency crackling in the air, tension bubbling just beneath the surface. A voice demands, "You should tell me what—" They widen, surprise rippling through the crowd like a pebble in a pond. Conversations freeze, the elegance of the hall now suspended like a chandelier in a windless room. And so Director Jong nearly fainted. The words hang in the air, a silent gasp echoing, leaving listeners on edge and breathless. Surprise floods her features, a visible jolt. "AK!" Her reaction spreads like wildfire, igniting shock in those nearby. "Hey, what the heck, are you nuts?" she exclaims, frustration sharp as a razor. "Just follow me," comes the gripping command, her eyes blazing with urgency. Ha-Yul Lim hears, "Ha-Yul Lim, you're serious about this?" Her determination stands like a stone, unwavering while the moment tightens around her shoulders like an unexpected chill. A simple hello hangs in an ethereal void. Confusion flickers across their faces, a silent question mark hovering in the light blue haze. Ha-Yul boldly asks, "You're the vice president of Woo-Sung Card, Do-Hyun-an, right?" Her courage slices through the room, drawing all eyes to her. Jae-ha, he radiates warmth. "I'm glad you remembered me." In a world of fleeting interactions, this connection feels like a rare treasure. Her resolve crystallizes. I can still run. A push from the past, like an echo trailing a forgotten melody, keeps her path forward open. Introducing her companion, she says, "This is my closest friend." Yet a deeper story lingers beneath her words. And there's the jealousy flicker. Half a second on the face. The author wants us to catch it. We caught it. Panic compresses like a vice, the seconds stretching like a taut thread. I'm too close. If recognized, escape becomes a distant hope. A poised introduction. "Is my first time seeing you. Are you the new Yongsim R model?" Yeon dance in the air. Yeon clarifies with calm. "Oh yes, my name is Yi-Yeon." Yeon dissolve with her gentle correction. Urgency cuts through the room. "Could you look after this sweet puppy for a bit?" The plea lingers, eyes darting for a savior. "Why do you keep doing this?" The question hangs in the air, adding to the tension. Yeon's resolve shines. "Take good care of this puppy." Her voice carries a determination that softens the air. An unexpected plea hangs in the air. "Could you look after this sweet puppy for a bit?" The weight of trust settles and curiosity sparks what unfolds next. A simple moment feels heavy like a thick fog. Unspoken emotions prick the air, unseen but felt. A vulnerability hangs between them. In the dim room, tension crackles. The young woman and her companion hold a fragile piece, their hands clasped. Whoosh, the air shifts, yet no words break the silence. And here's where it shifts. "She was pushed," he asserts, voice steady. Disbelief and recognition clash, each vying for control. The revelation stands firm like an anchor dropped between them. Watch how this lands. Her heart pounds audibly, thump, thump. Relief? Short-lived. Beneath it, uneasiness lurks. This isn't over. Amid relief and doubt, she admits, "It is a relief, but why does a part of me feel disappointed?" They seep through, her thoughts are a tangled web. Yeon I. The name slips out, echoing in the ornate hall. Familiarity tugs at the edges of memory, elusive yet persistent. The air is thick with anticipation. What? Her voice wavers, a flinch betraying her uncertainty. Faces blur into familiarity, yet the truth remains just out of reach, dancing like shadows. Jealousy is on the menu today. The script is going to use it. Thud, thud, thud. Her heartbeat roars against the swirling noise. Recognition battles disbelief, a storm of emotions. "I'm really good with faces," she insists. But doubt edges in like a shadow slipping beneath a door. Amidst the chaos, a voice echoes in her mind. "You better drag your butt back soon, Ha-Yul Lim." Ding! The handbag vibrates, a digital tether to reality. Ha Yul! Rings out, joy bursting like sunlight through clouds. Do done. I-Yeon's words drop with weight. I-Yeon, I have an emergency. I have an emergency. I don't know when I'll be able to escape. They won't let me leave. And just like that, tension tightens like the pull of a bowstring drawn to its limit. Huira Jung types furiously, Do-hyun, where are you? Her eyes dart, unease threading through her voice as shadows close in. An urgent whisper. I should get going. Yeon etched lines on her face, twisting like vines around her resolve. This panel is going to live rent-free in someone's recap. Author knew what they were doing. A stunned voice cuts through. What? You're just leaving like that? Her decision slices through the room, leaving whispers in its wake. No, I can't let him get home first. They surge like a tidal wave, threatening to drown her. Panic rises as she remembers. All my disguise gear is in Ha-Yul's car. Pause, she shouts, halting time, the room frozen in a tableau of poised anticipation. Let me go first. A plea, sharp as shattered glass, hangs between them, demanding acknowledgement. Its urgency like a hand reaching through fog. Her voice breaks through the tension. Please let me leave first. It's more than a plea, it's a desperate escape from suffocating unease. Forget it. Whatever happens, I'm out of here. She strides away, leaving a breezy, hope you get home safe, in her wake. Confusion ripples behind her like a dropped stone in still water. Her words, forget it, cut sharply, leaving no room for return. They linger, heavy like falling stones in a silent hall. Night swallows the city whole. Pam's voice trails off. You get home safe. Whispers vanishing like smoke into the stars. Both of them are very quiet. Both of them are very awake. This is the kind of silence that means something. Pam's jaw drops. Seriously? That word cuts like a knife, a game changer in the room, shifting everything on its axis. Pam addresses Ms. Yu. Oh, Ms. Yu, you weren't sleeping? Her query hangs, teetering on the edge of something bigger. Is there something you want to say? They flicker like a candle's uncertain flame, illuminating all that remains unsaid. Good work today. Get some rest. The words offer a gentle landing, a soft cushion after a long day's toil. Is there something you want to say? The question cuts through the air like a knife, making evasion impossible. Her focused gaze lingers on his cold, detached stare. His polite goodbye confirms it. No recognition. Even among celebrities, his eyes remain indifferent. A chill hangs in the room, untouched by familiar faces. Closer than usual. The narrator notices. The characters definitely notice. Nobody is moving. With him, it's always in the eyes. That thought lingers like a shadow casting doubt. Even they, Jong, can't escape the indifferent scrutiny of his gaze. Confusion swirls as she wonders. But why do I feel relieved by that? Her heart thunders in her chest, a storm of emotions colliding within her. Back in the grand party hall, memories echo loudly. Not even they's striking presence can distract her from the past's relentless grip. Standing outside they modern glass building, a conversation shifts focus. Here's your order, a voice breaks in, grounding her in the moment. No, regular full-time hires. They ripple through the room like a sudden breeze. Have some more enthusiasm. A spark of hope ignites, catching everyone off guard. Amidst talks of new hires, a whisper of intrigue stirs. It'd be adultery if I do, she muses, her heart racing at the thought of a cute addition. You don't have to sound so bored, comes a teasing remark, adding a playful tension to the air. A small gesture, a small space, a whole lot of weight on it. Sujin teases, there could be handsome rookies in the mix. A ripple spreads through the room, surprise painting faces in a flash, eyes widening with curiosity. Sarah slices in with, it'd be adultery if I do. They scatter like startled doves and then silence. Pause. Let's go, someone snaps, shattering the moment. Yeah, things just got real. The air between them shifts subtly. A voice murmurs, something keeps nagging at me. A silhouette lingers in the shadows, stirring unease. What are the chances that out of all the companies in Korea, we'd cross paths here at Woosung? They echo, their voices tinged with disbelief. But is it really possible, they wonder aloud, weaving through tangled histories. I don't ever want to see him again. And the facade? Cracking. Hold up, what's Yeon hiding? A voice slices through the haze, Ms. Yu. It tugs at Yeon's focus. This moment, it's shifting. Closer than before. The narration catches it. Yeon, Idon, Woo-sung, they all feel it. And nobody moves. Yes, Mr. An. Her flinch ripples through the room like the first shiver in an icy pond. What's with you today? Demands Mr. An, his words sharp as a cold breeze. In the meeting room, papers whirl like autumn leaves. A woman tries to maintain composure, her glasses slipping slightly as chaos reigns around her. Ouch! They cascade to the ground, each sheet a silent witness to her blunder. The sound of falling echoes, a distant storm rumbling in the background. Sorry! They word tumble out, tripping over themselves. Laughter bubbles up, awkward and thick, hanging in the air like storm clouds. Oh, that's a moment you can feel. Pam crouches, grasping at the scattered papers like autumn leaves. Her fingers tremble. How will this moment echo through the office? Ms. Yu, visibly flustered, blurts, I apologize, I'll fix it and send an announcement. Her words linger like mist in the tense air, hanging uncertain as a bookmark left in an unfinished chapter. Why would you make a mistake like this and cause trouble? Echoes in the room, amplifying the misunderstanding. He thinks she meant one thing. She meant the opposite. Romance miscommunication starter pack, please enjoy responsibly. The embarrassed woman whispers, oh, sorry. A soft thump punctuates the awkward silence, echoing like distant thunder. Mr. An's words, we'll talk at home later, linger. Pam's excitement dims, shadows of a day unfinished creeping in. Yeon, he sighs, and now I look like a fool. Her cheeks flush, the heat of public embarrassment wrapping around her like a spotlight. The muttered words, that was actually terrifying, ripple through the office like an unseen tide. Ms. Yu's name is whispered, eyes searching for answers. Don't blink. Author put effort into this one frame, you'll want to remember it. Mr. An throws down, you're not usually so prone to making mistakes. Awkward silence. You can almost feel it settling between them, thick as fog outside. Pam sits quietly, thoughts swirling like leaves in a storm. Her silence is a fortress. Will anyone break through? A voice cuts through the air. Wait, Ms. Yu. Silence falls, sharp and expectant, like the calm before a storm. Mr. An, with piercing eyes, confronts Ms. Yu. You're not usually so prone to making mistakes. The silence that follows feels heavy as stone. That's not what I meant. I'm sorry. I-Yeon stumble out, a futile attempt to erase the weight of what's been said. Buckle up. The author has decided this is the conflict for the arc. We will be living with it. With urgency, someone calls out, wait, Ms. Yu! Her fear is palpable, a shadow cast long by memories she wishes to forget. Yes, we're colleagues, and we have an important project ahead of us. Narration dance nervously in the open. A compliment lingers in the air. If it isn't I-Yeon, you're here! Yeon of familiarity fill the small restaurant. I've told you before that I'm afraid of people's gazes on me. The room holds its breath as her confession hangs. You have no idea how many times I imagined this day. The room is tense, like a taut bow ready to release, anticipation humming between them like a plucked string vibrating in a silent concert hall. You know how to drive a man crazy. The confrontation ignites. I'm leaving! Echoes as footsteps tad against the ground. Hey, where do you think you're going? They fly, revealing harsh truths. Reflections on betrayal bite deep. I knew him for nearly 10 years. The words hang heavy, like a storm cloud ready to break. In the shadowy alley, her voice slices through. I have something to say. Her mind flickers to that college bond, a friendship that carved her path. Wait, history's about to hit. A fierce grip holds her. What are you doing? Let go! Her anger crackles like fire, igniting the tension between them in the dim alley, and his silence hangs in the air like a question left unanswered. Confession unfurls in the dark. Yeon, I like you. Yeon flow, raw and sincere, as if light piercing through shadow, illuminating hidden depths. She's rehearsing the sentence in her head. The sentence is 6 words long. The rehearsal will take 3 pages. Regret looms large. But if I don't confess now... I-Yeon cuts through silence like a knife, unveiling fears buried beneath a calm surface. The words tumble out like pebbles skittering down a steep hill. Her eyes shimmer with unshed tears. Since then, people's gazes only fill me with fear. I-Yeon of past wounds linger, stretching across her present. Questions hang heavy in the air. But how come those memories have been resurfacing lately? I-Yeon inquiry sends ripples through her thoughts, unsettling the surface. A conversation halts as a young person in a blue shirt recalls someone familiar. I'm not sure. I could be mistaken, they admit, uncertainty clouding their expression. I thought I saw someone similar at work, they say, a frown creasing their brow. Ms. Yu's candid confession catches everyone off guard. Don't worry, I'm not here to cause any trouble, she assures, before adding, a sincere confession deserves respect, she declares, a flicker of vulnerability beneath her strong exterior. In the office, a woman assures, I'm not here to scold you. Yet tension lingers as she introduces the new hire, the air presence casting a shadow. Nice to meet you, echoes across the formal office. The young woman, caught off guard, feels the weight of those words like a sudden downpour. I-Yeon announces himself, his voice carving through the tension. My name is I-Yeon. The office buzzes quietly with anticipation. A grin breaks through. I look forward to working with you, they declare, igniting the room. But hold up, Pam senses more than just a warm welcome. Stakes? Real. Yeon stands frozen like a statue in a forgotten gallery. Hey, I-Yeon Yu, I have something to say. Hey, I-Yeon Yu, I have something to say. And it gets worse. Promises hang in the air, ready to explode. In a bold confession, they declare, I-Yeon, I like you. The words ripple through the abstract void, shifting their bond like tectonic plates. Establishing shot, two people who don't know yet that this scene is going to come up in chapter 40. If I don't confess now, I'll regret it forever, they admit, his voice slicing through the quiet, like the first crack of dawn slipping across a shadowed landscape. He's never seen her as just a friend. She murmurs, that scary hand too, caught in a whirlwind of fear and curiosity. Did he recognize her? Her heart races like a storm in a bottle. His smile is a cryptic mask, unreadable. He's just smiling, so I can't tell what he's thinking, she thinks, feeling both unnerved and strangely drawn in. Hesitation lingers, leaving his hand suspended in awkward air. Her mind echoes, you're leaving his hand hanging. And unease settles in. It's a familiar tension, one she knows too well. All because of people like you. I-Yeon, they stride into the office, introducing herself with composed assurance. Yes. Hello, she states, her voice cutting through the air from the air office. A fleeting glance carries a haunting question. Does he not recognize me? The uncertainty cuts through like a sharp breeze lingering in the air. Mr. Eom's gaze falters, embarrassed. I was out of line, I'm sorry, Ms. Yu, he admits, awkwardness crackling between them. Conversations shift to tomorrow's plans, but the farewell softens. I'm happy to be working with you, resonates with a sincerity that warms the moment. Pam's thoughts weigh heavy. What a relentless fate! The unexpected paths of life press down, reshaping her reality. A clear warning, just don't stir anything up during your time here. The tension is palpable like a storm on the horizon. I-Yeon, they burst in, new recruit in tow. Hello, Mr. An, she calls, and the office buzzes with anticipation. You can feel it, something big is about to go down. Ji-Yeon introduces himself with a confident flair. Nice to meet you, Mr. An. I'm Ji-Yeon from Brand Marketing. His words linger, echoing with promise. As the gap closes, gratitude pierces the air. Yes, thank you. The sincerity is clear, cutting through the room like a warm breeze. The surprise is palpable when her mom reacts with a sharp, hum. A realization dawns, heavy as a thundercloud ready to burst, like ink spreading through water. A warm smile hides the storm. What is this dirty feeling? Oh, you can feel it calm like the eye of a hurricane, and they right in the middle. A handshake cloaked in tension. Her mother remains silent. An undercurrent of unease flows, as subtle as a whisper on the wind. A small gesture, a small space, a whole lot of weight on it. Surprise flares in her eyes. What the? It's a handshake layered with secrets, a hidden blade beneath a velvet glove. A tiger and dragon clash in a symbolic battle. What's wrong with the atmosphere? Their confrontation vibrates like a storm on the horizon, the tension humming through the air as if plucking an invisible string. She reminds him of the forgotten shopping bag. Shopping bag in my car last time. They and tension resurface, a headache waiting to happen. The sharp words echo twice before clarity strikes. You left that shopping bag in my car last time. Aeon memory ignite. A wildfire in the quiet. A frustrated voice breaks the air. Are you kidding? You almost got me into serious trouble. The revelation hits hard. He joined my company. Eom's unexpected involvement deepens the tangled web. He joined my company. They a bolt from the blue, they name drops. And just like that, a storm brews around they. Surprise hits they like a wave. Seriously? Echoes, leaving her stunned. The unexpected news lands hard, catching her off guard. An awkward eek pierces the moment, followed by a sheepish apology. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. I didn't pound like a relentless drum, the sound of an unspoken question tapping at a locked door. A hesitant finger points, oh, over there. The dialogue awkwardly shifts the focus, a quiet ripple in the tension-filled corridor. A flinch shatters the moment, leaving a crack in the air. I've never seen you before. They loom, shadows of doubt creeping in. The colleague's words land softly, yet heavy. And why would I? It's a question that hangs in the air, leading into the inevitable day. Whether you like it or not, we'll be seeing each other often. A promise, a challenge, all wrapped in one. A small gesture, a small space, a whole lot of weight on it. A commanding voice slices through the corridor. It's time for the executive meeting. Let's go. The team springs into action, a chorus of yes, sir, echoing back. Footsteps tap like a metronome in the lobby. Hello, Mr. An, greets a suited figure but receives a curt, not really, in return. He just asked me where the planning team is, so I showed him, says the newcomer. A third party watches, unease settling in with the casual exchange. The sharp-featured observer notes, he's awfully casual with a colleague he just met today.
And that's it for today's episode. If you enjoyed this recap and want to see what happens next, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss the upcoming parts. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm reading everything and your support really helps this channel grow. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.